What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Go away.
But what are you doing?
Leave me alone. I'm gone.
What are you doing? Hmm? Hmm?
Do not do that.
But what are you
Do
doing?
not tap my book while I'm drawing.
But what are you doing?
I'm drawing.
But Mary.
Book is out. I'm drawing.
But Mary. But what are you drawing? Hmm? What are you doing? Hmm? Oh God!
We're gonna start with that.
I'm gonna be sneezing?
Yep.
Awesome.
Hey YouTube, how's it going? It's
Hey,
Azrael, it's Nefta, and welcome back to the Sticks. How you souls been doing? We're still working on uploading the third part to Earthworm Jim.
Did we even get the second part up yet?
No.
Sad
So the
face.
second part. We haven't even recorded the third part yet.
Yeah, my
As of
computer
this
hasn't
video.
been acting.
If anybody that YouTubes,
Great.
you know that YouTube uploads really slow.
Yes. And my
But-
computer had to update twice today.
And canceled it after 70%.
Twice. Bruh. Just bruh.
But anyways, for today we're going to be answering a top Q&A 50 questions.
Yep, 50 questions tag.
Question number 1. Were you named after anyone? Not sure about first name, but middle name, name was after. Okay, so that's somebody else. Gotcha. Were you named after anyone?
My actual name. We use nicknames on this channel just because nicknames. And my real name, yes, I was actually named after a fictional character on Bewitched. Second question. When was the last time you cried? Dun dun dun.
Last time I cried was at my grandfather's funeral.
Okay.
I was trying to hold it in, and then next thing you know, the preacher walks up and says he talked a lot about, because apparently my grandfather was religious, so he had a good relationship with the preacher and everything. So yeah, he started talking about how my grandfather was always talking about me, and I died.
Yeah, the last time I cried was definitely when my granny passed away back in December, so that seems about right.
Do you like your handwriting?
I absolutely hate my handwriting. My mom and my sister both have told me that I write like a serial killer. So I guess that's a plus. I don't even know.
Gee, thanks, Mom.
I know, right? Like, thanks a lot. Alright, what is your favorite lunch meat?
Ooh.
Yeah. Getting to the difficult questions.
I'm gonna have to say ham.
Ham.
Like good Black Forest ham that's got that crust on it, or like the Publix Cajun chicken. That's really good.
Chicken and ham.
Do you have kids?
I do not have any children. She is not a child.
You need to introduce your child anyways.
Oh dear Lord, come here. Ugh. Wow, does she even like show up?
Hardly. Bear.
This is my kitty. Here, grab the camera.
Is that helping you get?
Oh.
Come here, camera. Can you?
Oh, sneeze.
That is the cat.
Yep.
Zaccato.
Her name's Chloe. Oh,
She's a bear, and I think she has nose mites.
she's got a cold. Because her eyes have been all watery and gooey, and she's been sneezing a lot.
Yes. That is the cat.
Oh, watch her walk off. She's huge.
She is massive.
Oh, she's not going very far.
Here's your comparison. That's my leg.
Leg.
That's a cat next to it.
Kitty.
I swear it's a cat.
I promise it is a cat. She's just a very big cat. Nice. That camera angle, though. There we go. Ow. I got elbowed. But actual, little tiny spawns of me, I do not have.
Negative. No
Alright.
babies.
No babies. Alright. If you were another person, would you be friends with you?
Hell no.
Why not?
I have enough problem accepting the fact that I am still a living being. I don't like me as enough.
But Mer.
Do you use sarcasm a lot?
No. Psh, yeah. All the time.
Sarcasm is a separate thing. I thought that was part of the English language.
I don't know. But my sarcasm is a rebuttal to retardism. That's how that works.
Idiocy is the correct. It's my turn.
No, you just asked me a question, you derp. Alright, do you still have your tonsils?
Yes, actually, I do.
Right.
I've never had any problems with my oral hygiene or anything like that. I've even got all my wisdom teeth because I have a very large jaw. So, thick neck, I still have tonsils.
I do not have my wisdom teeth. I had them removed. Because I have really big teeth and not that big of a jaw. Like, I don't have a big enough jaw to contain the gigantic teeth.
Would you bungee jump?
No. No. I don't like heights. Heights, no. No.
I would do it, but you...
No. No. What is your favorite cereal? I know what it is because it's also mine.
Yeah, that would be Corn Pops.
Because Corn Pops are
I
awesome.
love Corn Pops. I'll eat them fresh with milk, or I'll let them soak for a little bit, let them get mushy, and then eat them. They're just great either way. I mean, even eat them straight out of the box, they're delicious.
Deliciousness.
Do you untie your shoes when you take them off? No, she does not.
No. I tie
don't
them
either,
once
unless
and then
they're
I
boots.
slip them off.
Unless they're my combat boots, because otherwise they're not coming off. You take your foot off before you take the boot off.
Do you think you are strong? I thought this would be a rhetorical question.
This
but
is
apparently
where it
not.
would get deep, because it's where she says I would be, but I do not think I am strong enough.
Okay, enough, but do you think you are strong?
No. I have very low self-esteem.
But me.
What is your favorite ice cream? Hang on. Moose
What?
Tracks.
I do like Moose Tracks. I like
Or
the brownie Moose Tracks. His is chocolate chip, peppermint chocolate chip. I can't remember the name of it now. Mint chocolate chip. There we
there
go.
you go. It did not
I was like-
click in that little sentence.
My brain is not here. I just got off of a
She had a
12-hour
long
work day.
job and a longer night.
Ugh. I am tired. Okay. What is the first thing you notice about people?
The sound they make when they open their mouth.
Dear Lord.
That's how I meet people. If there's a reason I have very few friends. Sound travels faster than sight. Red or pink?
Red.
Yeah.
I do.
Pink is not allowed in this house.
I don't like pink. It's never been a color of mine. I just no.
You can throw a stick and hit anything but pink in this house.
What is the least favorite thing about yourself?
For right now, I'm gonna have to say it's my haircut.
No.
When
Which
did-
was
when-
not his fault.
I was spending some time with Mom, and she is so retentive about my hair. If it gets too long, she wants me to cut it. So, and I had planned on getting it trimmed the day after. We were gonna go to Great Clips, go to my usual person. She was gonna cut my hair good to where it would keep growing, so I could braid and everything like that. But instead, my mother insists. I was like, you know what? Fine. Instead of making her pay for it, why not just make Mom pay for it?
Yep.
So we went in, went to sit down, and this bitch starts cutting my hair and butchers it, which is why I have a mullet. It sucks.
He does not like it.
No. And I refuse to cut it because I've worked too hard as far as it is. What do you miss the most?
Who do you miss?
Who do you miss the most?
Dear Lord, if you don't know that.
Yeah, her grandmother.
Yeah, my
Grace.
What?
Wasn't her name Grace?
No. Claudia.
Claudia.
My middle name is Grace.
But you got your middle name from somebody, didn't you?
No. Aw. Meh. But, yeah, my grandmother on my mother's side, her name was Claudia. And me and her were extremely, extremely close.
Seeing the shoot kind of reason.
Yeah, and, like, I looked just like her growing up, and we would spend so much time together, and she wound up passing away when I was 10 years old. She passed away of a heart attack, and it was actually in the car in front of me and my mother. So, yeah, I definitely miss her a lot. This video took a turn for the depressing side. I'm very sorry.
It really is. It's getting depressing.
These questions, though.
Do you like yourself? Do you think you're strong? Who do you miss the most?
Like, bruh.
When's the last time you cried? Thanks a lot.
Alright, what is the Spark feature that has helped you the most? I guess who's your idol? Who is your role model?
John Candy. He's the guy that played the uncle in Uncle Buck.
He's awesome.
He is awesome.
He's awesome. He's
I
hilarious.
can totally see myself ending to look like John Candy. Minus the morbidly obesity.
He's hilarious, though.
And if you don't know who John Candy is, please look it up. Watch Uncle Buck. You will
That
love
is
it.
a hilarious movie.
What color shoes are you wearing?
I am currently barefoot.
Foot color. See? Foot color shoes.
Foot.
Okay.
Alright. What was the last thing you ate? Pork.
No, we already took that before.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, we ate some kind of weird pork casserole thing for dinner. It wasn't bad, actually. It was pretty good. But, it had this stuffing topping on it, and it was a little overcooked, and it was like croutons on pork. But
I
it was
like
alright.
croutons.
It was alright.
Croutons are alright.
What are you listening to right now?
Well, at this very moment,
The Fan.
the fan. Yeah. But if we're talking about songs,
Look, what do we prefer to listen to?
yeah, I'm gonna go with that. My favorite band, who is no longer a band anymore, would have to be Disturbed. I absolutely love their music. And they broke up, and it was sad.
I'm definitely a Slipknot fan myself.
Slipknot's pretty awesome.
Duality
But
just gets me pumped up every time.
Yeah,
And
but
whenever they did that Paul Gray tribute, it was amazing.
Yeah, because their drummer died. And then they made that really
No,
depressing
the drummer
song.
didn't die.
Who was it?
Bassist died.
Bassist.
Paul Gray.
Yeah. And then they made that really depressing song called Snuff.
I
Bruh.
had this song out for a while, but yeah, it was really depressing.
Like, bruh.
If you were a crayon, what color would you be?
Well, you like green. Like, you'd be a bright neon
That's
green.
because it's one of the colors I can see.
Oh. He is. He's colorblind. He can't see that many colors.
It's just in like one eye. I don't know if that's a thing or not, but when I cover this one, I can kind of see most colors. It's weird.
I don't know. I'd probably definitely be like a dark blood red. I love reds like that. I think they're gorgeous. Favorite smells? Well, it's not freshly cut grass.
Actually, I think my favorite smell would have to be honeydew.
Honeydew?
I mean,
Or honeysuckles?
Honeysuckle, that's it.
Honeysuckles are nice.
Because you just get that instant nostalgia and childhood memory
Like, oh
of
my God,
going out,
honeysuckles.
getting stung by 30 or 40 bees before you actually find the treasure that you see.
Like me.
It's like, no, fuck you, Yellow Jackets, I'm eating this.
I don't know what my favorite smell would be. I like vanilla smells. Oh dear Lord. Hi there. Armpit. I do like the deodorant. The deodorant is nice.
Yeah, we use
It's-
that Old Spice Wolfthorn deodorant.
Oh, it smells so good.
It's got this musk and berry smell that I really like.
Yeah. Okay.
Who was the last person you talked to on the phone?
My mom. Earlier.
Actually, no. I talked to somebody today on the phone too.
Oh, snap.
While I was sitting around the house doing nothing, I called the people at Once Possessed to tell them that their video was up. And
They are awesome.
yeah, the lady, I think her name was Donna.
I think so.
She's the one that answered the phone. She's always at the desk, but I got her on the phone. I told her about the video, and she sounded so excited about it. Well, she's probably the second
excitement.
subscriber.
Who knows? Who knows? Alright. Mountain Hideaway or Beach House? Mountain Hideaway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love the mountains. And the thought of a hideaway just sounds amazing.
I don't want a wave to come in and wipe out my house.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
If there's water at my front door, you need to call somebody.
Help! 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 Favorite sports to watch? None.
Well,
I don't really watch sports.
let's see. Occasionally, I'm not a big sports fan, but occasionally it counts. I like to watch Pentagon fighting. Not Pentagon, Octagon.
Oh, like
UFC and MMA fights.
yeah, MMA. That's what I was thinking about.
I thought about doing that
That's
for a
pretty
while,
cool.
but she wouldn't let me.
No. Just I don't.
She
no.
doesn't think this needs to get uglier. It's just
Meh. See how he like moved away from me? He knew I was thinking about hitting him.
I've lived with women my whole life. I know when I'm about to get hit.
Stop calling yourself ugly. I will hit you.
If anybody agrees, like this video.
My cat sneezed like, and
Will
she
you get out of the camera frame, dumbass.
she's sneezing right next to the camera. I hope y'all can hear that. Aw, poor Chloe. She's got a cold.
Will you get your kitty cold away from the camera?
Come here. Ugh. Right on the camera. Come here. Come here. You can sit in my lap. Oh,
Hair color.
red-ish, brown-ish,
Purple-ish.
purple-ish. I don't know. Blonde. Eye color.
I've been told it can range from bright blue to slate gray, so.
Mine's definitely hazel brown.
Do you wear contacts?
No. Cattail.
I wear, for conventions and things, I sometimes have a pair of contacts to wear.
They're pretty cool.
I did throw them out because they're old and I did not change the fluids like I should have. I need to get
For
some
shame.
ones.
Favorite food?
I know the answer to that one.
Shut up. What's yours?
Mine?
Mm-hmm.
That's actually a hard one to answer because I have a few that I would like together. Now, if I could say that there's a plate that I would eat together, it would be a crawfish etouffee
Etouffee?
on a bed of rice with a slice of catfish on top, and then on the side of that, a couple slices of muffalata. And for those of you who don't know what a muffalata is, it is a meat sandwich that has a ground up olive and pesto paste on top of it. And it is on a French bread.
So does that sound weird to
It
anybody
is
else?
really good. And if you're from Louisiana, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Well, now you know where he's from. I'm from Georgia.
Cheese.
Hey! You're farther south than I am, honey.
Yeah, we don't have banjos. All you hear is the fishing rod getting cast out.
And my favorite food would definitely be Alfredo. Alfredo. Fucking love Alfredo.
I made a homemade Alfredo. I think it was last month I made a homemade Alfredo, and it didn't last through the night.
No.
And
it wasn't just me.
Literally, she woke up to finish it off at like, I want to say you were like up at 12, and you ran into the kitchen. It's like, where are you going? I'm getting Alfredo.
That Alfredo, though. It was delicious.
Scary movies or happy endings?
Scary movies.
Scary movies. Without
Just
a doubt.
Always.
We prefer Days of the Dead and stuff like that. And if you would like to see, I will upload where I had made a Pyramid Head costume for me and a sexy little nurse costume for her.
It was a lot of fun. And at the first Days of the Dead, I had a mask, but did weird things to my eyeball.
Yeah, she has a problem with
It's not with the latex.
crafting latex.
Well, I don't know. I don't even know if it's the latex. I don't know if it was the pressure up against my eye or if it was the latex.
I think it was the ammonia inside the latex.
It might have been the ammonia. I don't know. Last movie you watched? Well, we both watched a movie together, and it was Tooth and Nail.
Which, if nobody knows what that is, it's a little A- to B+ rated movie with
It's alright.
what's his name, the Juggernaut. He plays
Yeah,
he plays one of the cannibals in that movie. Spoiler alert.
It's pretty cool.
But I'd recommend it. It's not bad.
What color shirt are you wearing? Black, blue, and white.
Bruh.
Mine is dark navy blue and gray.
Black and gray.
It's not black. It's blue. It's
Summer,
dark blue.
summer or winter?
Winter.
Winter.
I don't like the heat.
I don't like the bugs.
I don't like the heat.
I can stand the heat.
I don't like the heat. I don't like the sweat. I don't like it.
I have a phobia of flying, stinging insects.
Yeah, they kind of suck.
Yeah.
I would rather be too cold than too hot. Because I can't sleep when it's too hot. Like, that is the most annoying thing to me.
Hugs or kisses?
Yes.
Depends on
Yes.
the person.
Yes. Favorite dessert?
Cannolis.
Cannolis?
Mhm.
I don't think I've ever had a cannoli.
If I knew a place that made really good cannolis, like maybe Margiano's up in Atlanta, if I knew a place that had good cannolis, I would be there daily.
Yeah, I've never had a cannoli. I like cheesecake.
Or beignets.
Oh, beignets are good.
It's just
Fried dough.
it's like this fried pancake batter
It's
with
fried
powdered
dough.
sugar on it, and you could
It's
just
delicious.
eat yourself stupid on it.
They're delicious.
Strength training or cardio?
Cardio?
I'm definitely.
I like to dance.
I'm definitely more of a strength trainer. Before I got out of weightlifting, my max weight was 310.
I'm very strong
And I
for
could-
a girl.
I could kick like 600 pounds, and I have metal in my right ankle. I think that's pretty good.
He's a cyborg. He's gonna hurt me. I'm gonna lean this way.
Off the bed, you've done that too many times.
I smacked my face on my
Jewelry box?
jewelry box. Yeah, it's a big
Huge-
jewelry
huge,
box.
like dresser jewelry box.
Yeah. And it's awesome and I love it, but I smacked my face off of it a couple days ago. It was awful.
Computer or television?
Computer.
Television because of video games.
You can play video games on the computer.
Yeah, but you can't play the games I have on the computer.
Yeah, that's true.
What book are you reading now?
Cirque du Freak. I have all 12.
Night of the Living Blow-Up Dolls. I put it away for a little while, but I've got it in the closet. It's not that kind of book. It's a
Zombie.
parody. It's a parody of a zombie apocalypse where the zombies are just people that get turned into blow-up dolls.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
That sounds hilarious. What is on your mouse pad? We do not have a mouse pad.
I've been thinking about putting a 45 in it.
You are not shooting my laptop. That laptop is amazing, even though it has to restart every like 5 minutes.
Any tattoos? Yes. I have this one right here.
Oh dear lord. Hang on. I'm gonna show you his chest again.
She's gonna stick you back in my nipple again.
It's not gonna be his nipple.
I don't know if you can see that very well, but it's a tattoo that I had drawn up and had a friend do for me. But it's a Xbox 360 logo ripping through the skin. But
Okay.
put it in front of
Bloop. Hi everybody.
But I even drew up a sleeve and everything to go with it. But that's so far the only tattoo that I have. But I do want more, and then she's gonna get hers.
I don't have any right now.
And if you want to know anything about them, what it feels like to get a tattoo,
Or to get gauged, like I said earlier.
or
'cause
to
I
gauge
have
like what she
gauges.
said, leave us a comment, ask us questions, send it to the email link to this site, and we will mention it in our next video.
Yeah.
But it wasn't bad. I actually fell asleep halfway through.
Which I've heard a lot of people do, because just the vibration kind of lulls them to sleep.
Favorite sound?
Bruh.
The ending ding of the microwave.
Bruh.
I know that's a fat guy answer, but that's one of my favorite sounds.
Um,
Do. Lunch.
my favorite sound. I don't know. That's a really difficult question.
Your car turning over.
Because my starter went bad. So I had to get a new starter.
Fucking starters. If anybody knows anything about a Mazda Protege 5, you know how it's a side-winding engine, little 4-cylinder?
She's a little 4-cylinder, but she can go.
She's a sleeper car. Little Mazda Proteges are used for drag racing.
Mm-hmm.
But the starter is underneath the manifold, the intake manifold, and if you go from the bottom of the car, there's this little cross member, and then every wire harness the car ever needs, so you can't harm anything under there. And then you also have to like remove the air filter, hose and all, to get to the 2 bolts that hold the starter in. And then once you get the starter off, then you have to take out 3 wires. And there's one wire that's like bent in and it has this little L, and the L at the end has a circle that hooks onto a screw. And that thing was a whore to get off. And then we took it off, and it's a Mitsubishi starter.
Like, bruh.
It's a 12-volt Mitsubishi starter,
Like,
and
why?
me and a friend of mine, we lost our shit to that. It was hilarious.
But, I've always been a big fan of music. So, like, I do like classical music, and I like rock music, and...
But it doesn't have about music, it's just sound.
I know, but that's a sound.
It's a multiple sounds.
Yeah. I like guitar. How's that? I like guitar.
And I play bass.
He does.
But, I like this question. It's definitely more for somebody a little older than us, but my mother always made a point of these things. You either liked the Rolling Stones or you like the Beatles. This question asks, which one do you like? Personally, I'm more of a Beatles fan.
I've always loved the Beatles.
Because of... What was it? I can't remember what the song was, but it was...
Think about it. How did it go?
I don't remember.
Oh.
I'd know it if I heard it again. I know that much.
What is the farthest you've been from home in 2015? We went to Louisiana.
Yeah, we went to Louisiana.
We drove 8 hours to Louisiana.
I drove 8 hours to Louisiana.
He drove 8 hours to Louisiana, and it was balls.
Yeah, it kind of sucked because we were in a little Mazda and I'm 6'5".
My little Mazda and balls. Dude.
Yeah, we drove that little Mazda from an 8-hour trip to Louisiana to go see my great-grandfather for his 103rd birthday. And
He's very sweet, and he's also very funny. He poured water on the dog.
He poured water on my grandmother's dog because it was bugging his dog.
Yeah.
And literally, he picks up his water. He can't see 2 feet in front of his face, but he knows what this dog's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Screws the cap off, goes like this, and dumps the water on the little dog.
It was hilarious. It was great.
And my grandfather, the way he is, he can't change his own socks anymore, but he's got the body of like a 90-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
But he can't change his socks anymore, so you got to get down and do it for him. And every now and then, when you go down there to try to change his socks, this old man used to work on railroads.
He's got
You try to change his socks, he's got crab claws for toes. You will get your finger and not let go, and you cannot get away.
He's funny. He's very sweet.
Farthest I've been away from home though is one time I went to Chicago. I'd have to say.
The furthest I've been is,
Yeah, I've been to Illinois.
I don't know, is Florida further down?
No.
Okay, well then the furthest I've been is Louisiana. Because I've been to Florida, Gulf Shores, Alabama, and Louisiana.
Do you have a special talent?
I sing.
I can draw.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's special because a lot of people can do it, but
Well, I guess a lot of people sing.
yeah, but they don't sing like you.
Oh. Well, not a lot of people don't draw like you.
Yeah, they draw better than me.
No. Your derpy friends don't draw as good as you. Where were you born? Well, he was born in Houma, Louisiana. I was born...
Close to Terrebonne Parish.
Mm-hmm. I was born in Coweta County, Georgia.
In an elevator. With a fireman named Elvis.
That's actually a true story. Because I was almost born in the car, so my dad pulled over into a fire station, and they elevated my mom's legs, drove her to the hospital. And we got in the elevator, and I was crowning, and the fireman that was there, his name was Elvis, so
He took care of that.
my birth was weird. Where are you living now?
We're gonna say that's our business until we get to know you guys better.
We live in Georgia,
We
south of Atlanta.
Why don't you give me the address?
South of Atlanta, that's a lot.
What color is your house? White.
White.
Yeah, white.
What color is your car? Silver.
Her car is silver. I have a 1970 Ford F-250. 1970. That thing was. I got it for a steal though.
Mm-hmm.
It's been sitting in the garage for a while. It was $400, title and all, and it's black and gold. So.
Woot woot.
Awesomeness.
Any pets? You just saw the cat.
I had a snake.
Yeah, but then he got all.
Asshole-ish.
Yeah. He tried to bite me.
He bit me.
Yeah.
It was my snake. He bit me.
Yeah, he
I
tried to
saved
bite
his
me.
life.
But then he loved me more.
Snakes love you.
Why? But see, because the snake's name was Michael. I wouldn't let him touch him while he was peeling. And I go over there, and I kind of put my fingers, on each side of his head, and he starts slithering through. And then he kept trying to do it over and over again, because it was like either scratching him or helping him peel.
Probably a little bit of both, because snakes do get itchy when they peel.
Mm-hmm. And then when I left, I had left him one of his T-shirts that I stole, and it smelled like me. And when he had Michael on the bed, he slithered over to the shirt.
Fucking assholes.
He liked me.
Out of all of them.
Yep. All right. Well, that was all 50 questions of that random question thing. If you guys want to know anything else, leave us a comment down below, and we will try to answer them, as many as we can. But you have to leave a comment so we know.
And then you also have to like and share.
Favorite and comment and everything. Just do everything. We're needy.
We're just starting out. Give us a break. We're not begging, just trust me. But yeah. This has been our 4th video. Yes.
Something like that.
It's been our 4th video, and we're loving it. I hope you are.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see you souls later.
Bye, guys.
Take care.